Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Stranded Alien Dawn Hard Run. Let's get right into this. So, let's find our last save. So, this has been our third episode. And let's see what we had going on here. So just to recap here, we had an attack while I was starting to build my fortifications here. It's a good thing we got our fence up and going because they just would have walked right in, or I would have had to go peg them off. They spawned in a little too close for my liking. Don't like when they do that. They're real tempting to just swarm you completely. So this was a good idea to get this barrier all up and running. I didn't get my traps down. They do have stuff in them, I can see, but they weren't really functioning. But as you can see from what my flamethrowers did were absolutely a lifesaver. All right, so we were in the middle of something, so let's get this moving. And let's see what's going on here. How's our food? Emmeline's doing okay. Don't know if I might want to put her on a little more. She should be alright. I'll put 4 on that one too. So I mean, this held. Once I get this going, I will set another set of flamethrowers out. And that will be even more protection for me, and then I will be quite happy with that. So let's see, our sleepy little survivors here having a good night. Let's check on their happiness. Oh, Emmeline's not doing too well. Neither is Krista. Well, they did just go through a bit of a torment, and I don't think they really like being attacked by bugs. Probably like we would neither. So we'll see if we can get that up. They do have a dartboard. I am going to have to start getting some more stuff for them to do. It will help. But right now, I'm really wanting to get things on the move. So maybe I will put Krista because I'm going to need her to do some stuff for me soon. So we'll get her on a little bit of dartboard. These things may or may not help. And I have had it where they've had a very high happiness. And then what ends up happening is that they still can go on a meltdown, which is very bizarre. And I've had relaxation that's been high, and they've still gone on a meltdown. So we will work on this. Main thing is we just needed to get that first layer of defense up. It was very important. So we've got that up and running now. Let's see what Krista has done. So she's on that. Trying to think of what else I'm going to want to do next. I don't have much for synthetic. I'm not even worrying about it. If I don't get caught outside, I shouldn't have to worry about having armor. So I am going to research the solar panels so I can research the improved solar panels. I'm not going to add any more Qs in because, actually maybe I'll just do wind turbines because I'll clear them both off at once. And Quinn has gone on his meltdown. So I don't mind the sad wanderers. I do not like the meltdowns where they damage things, and I do not like the meltdowns where they go on food binges. Because then especially if it's my cook that goes on a food binge, that is not really helpful for me at all. Okay, so Emmeline's cooking. That's good. We got some more glitter caps ready. We got some space on our shelves. We're going to grab some of this meat so that I'm going to throw another one in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make meat soup. This will still give them a nice variety. So I'm going to make it until 4. Because I do want Emmeline cooking as much as she can. Now because I have lost the rations and I have none left, they're only getting one type of meal. And what I do want is at least 2 meals of different types. Okay, so I'm quite happy with this. We've got some of our traps already put down, and we'll get some more going. So once we clear all these bugs here, so let's get some of these copied. Oops. Let's does not lock in very well, I am going to say, and I wonder if anyone else has had issues with the you're about to lay a trap and it just kind of shifts on you. Oh, see it like that. So, yeah, well, early access, what are you going to do? You work with it. So, this will be my set of traps for now. This will be sufficient at this moment. Um, and let's see, another day has gone by. I mean, these move real fast. Some days I wish life would move this quickly, because some days you might want to get over with a little quicker. Alright, so we got some rock in here, which is good. Then we got to go outside. So let's take this off. And actually I don't really need any right now. I will soon when I expand this. And Quinn's hard at work. Nova working hard. Everybody transporting. This is going very well. So I do hope you're enjoying this. I'm enjoying playing. So I mean, there is that. And let's see what we're going to want to do next. So we've got a basic defense set up, and this is pretty handy. Because as you've seen, we got quite a few bugs, and they didn't make it in. So I believe I'm going to look at what we got here. So we're already on to the turbine, and I'm going to throw the improved solar panels up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to want to get Quinn on some adventures, so maybe I will do that one first. And then we're going to need some more wood, because I am going to try to build my structure for my base. Alright, so let's let Nova go do what Nova does best, and that is to chop stuff down. Again, she is my workhorse. I will research or harvest some of this silicone right here, because then I will get the research for the electronics parts in case this doesn't grow in by the time winter comes around. Nice. See, this is the problem with hard mode. You do get a lot more of the weather events, so they do become a bit of a pain. Okay, so we should have enough room for that. Okay, so I'm going to pause this for a quick sec while I try to lay this out. Let's see what we got here. So I think I'm lined up with my farm, because I'm going to want to be right at my farm. I'm going to give a little bit of space in between, and I'm going to make a 12 by 10. This is going to cost me 543 wood just for my base. I do have that covered. That should be good. So I'm still going to need a lot more wood, because I am going to have to make their rooms, but I do want to get the base down. Let's see where I'll put my stairs here for now. That should be fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them, if I can get this thing to work, I am going to make them a 4x3 room. It's quite sufficient. You can build larger rooms, that's your choice. You can build smaller rooms, that's your choice as well. But I am going to give them enough right now that this will give them a +9. It's good enough. And then once I get their flooring in, I will put this in first before the other rooms. Because they're going to be sleeping in here at night. They will be in and out of different things, but I want them to get the good bonuses in nighttime. So let's get some doorways. As you see, I'm not building a solid door. There's a reason for that. It just helps with the flow, which still isn't working very well, and I should have had that on shift. And there we go. And then we're going to give ourselves a doorway here once we build our walls. So as you see, I'm just trying to really bang this off as fast as possible. I want them in. I want them comfortable. Um, it's going to stretch me at first, but as you see, I don't really have anything else to do. I mean, I do. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a ton of shit in this game that has to be done all at once. But I'm setting a priority for myself. And this is my priority, and my priority is to get them indoors. So they will be comfortable in here. I'll be putting some stuff in here. My kitchen will be in here. And then, excuse me, and then when the starts to get colder and I don't have crops any longer, then I will use my people and I will expand this, and then I will move the rest of my crafting and materials in by winter. But the biggest thing is I want to get them comfortable. I want them indoors eating. I want them to have, somewhere to hang out. I want Emmeline cooking inside. She won't have far to go for her things. Her resources will be in, and we'll be good. So this is going to be our base here. And then I'm going to have to put a roof on. So let's get ourselves a roof as well. It would be nice if I could just leave it an open-aired concept for them, but that's not quite going to happen. And I don't know why it was letting me actually put a roof there. That one puzzles me. Okay, so we're going to line that up, and we're going to get that roof on. And there we go. And that's going to be our base. We are going to expand beside it. I'm going to come down probably to about here. And then this is going to be exactly what I'm going to keep for the rest of our game, hopefully. And we'll do some more work on the advancement of our defenses here at some point too. But what we're going to want to do is, first off, as I say, get them inside. It's very helpful. Yeah, people got different ways of doing it. This is mine. If you think it's an alright way, I mean, please post a comment. If you think it's a wrong way and somehow this is not a necessity, then, please comment on that. I'm up for anything. So we're going to be short about 400 wood, which is okay, because we do have quite a lot of wood up here. It's gonna hurt them to continue, but this is again why I chose Nova. Nova can't have a meltdown, so one, she's my warrior, so I can at least depend on her to attack the insects, and I can also depend on her to keep doing her job, which means that I need the wood coming in constantly. I'm pushing for something very quickly. Quinn may or may not have a meltdown in between this because he is the only one right now that can build this, but I do have help for him. So Emmeline is taking a bit of a break. She's got some food going, so we're okay. Krista's doing her research, and that's exactly where I want her. And Nova again is coming in and helping out, which is great. So I mean, if I wanted to be a bit of an ass, I could tell Nova, hey, you're not allowed to eat. Let's get back into the forest and cut those trees because we're on a time schedule here. But she does have time to go have something to eat. And look at that. Nice greens. We're doing good. And then hopefully we can get this all up and running. I mean, we're at day 20. I'm hoping to get this up in a few days. It's looking all right. We've got... So as you can see by the purple, what that means is I've got a lot of the materials already in. My materials are getting shorter and shorter of what I require. Nova's getting stronger, and I'll be ready to build the balloon. Because I'm going to want to take Quinn out in the winter time, once I get situated, and after that, building my storage and getting everything in, and I will use everyone for that. They will move all of this stuff in very fast for me. Okay. Oh, nice. We got a falling rescue pod. These are RNG, and whole problem is I've had other games where I'm like year 9 or 10, and I have been on every friggin' rescue pod and every distress beacon, and I end up getting there and they are dead. I've even tried to, reload in just to see, and I don't think it really works. It seems like once it sets in, it seems to kind of screw you, and, That's just the way it is. All right, so we got some more animals, and this is the fun time on hard, because you never know how many times you're going to get these creatures to come back. I'm hoping at some point in time I am going to have a bit of a break so I can get this all finished. So, now depending on whether they're going to come now or when they wake up, I am going to remove the cutting of the trees, only because I do not want Nova stuck this far away. And here they come. So let's get everyone together. Even though these two do not have weapons, that's fine. I just still don't want them wandering around, because what will end up happening is they will come and attack my sides here. So I'm going to draft everyone. I'm going to bring them over here, and I'm hoping to push these guys along over this way. And that is my hope. And again, I can see over the fence, so then I know that I'm good. See, we want them to come right in. Stuck in my traps. And melted. I'm not going to make it through. If I can get myself a nice little pulse rifle, this would be even better. And let's go get these guys. And there we go. Alright, so we're going to select everyone again, undraft them, and I think that went pretty good too. I mean, the thing is fences, equipment, things can be replaced. What I do not want are my survivors injured in any form or fashion. It will definitely cut down on the need for your bandages, so that'll cut out anyone having to craft. Eventually you'll find a ton of first aid kits. I should probably make some at some point, but you know, the biggest thing I wanted, and I'm really concerned that they might not have got enough sleep. Nova definitely didn't. So where is her bed? I believe that's Nova's bed. And how is Quinn? Quinn might use a little bit more sleep as well. That's Emmeline's, and that's Quinn's. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll let the other two go. They should be fine. I just like to get a little bit more sleep, and you know, the trick that I do with this, so I keep an eye on them, and then once they hit a level that I feel is satisfactory in their sleeping, then I just draft and undraft them, and then they go right to work, and that should be good. Okay, so Quinn's probably gonna fix that fence, since I want that up first, which is really good. And come on, buddy. You want to fix the other one here? Alright. And let's repair that fence there. Let's go get your stuff and get on that fence. You know, I might actually put a door here for now if I can. And no, well, that's okay. You can still get around. Now, how much do we got for that? Okay, so let's get these on too as well. So we can get some more meat. Sometimes you can get a bit out of these, and then sometimes you just don't. But actually, I am going to micromanage Emmeline for a second. I want her to get these silicone leaves just so we've got them. And then she can go do the bugs. And then we're good. So, I got a risk of a meltdown. I told you Quinn was going to be on the verge of that meltdown. I mean, if you had to build an entire house yourself, I think I would melt down too. But he's doing pretty good. He is the only one I have that can do that, so yeah, it's a bit of a risky situation with him. But it is nighttime, and I'm hoping that maybe he will relax. Has been a very stressful couple days, and he's hungry, so I'm going to see if maybe I draft and undraft him. He will go. No, he's still hard at work. There he goes. Play some darts, get some food. Hopefully it'll be okay tomorrow and we'll get this house finished. So, it's looking pretty good. I've got all my wood in there already, so all that needs to happen now is I just need Quinn to finish building it, and then I will be moving my people in, and I'm doing pretty good at summer day 21. Gonna have myself a really nice house. We'll get them some beds in there for them. I am going to use stone beds because, again, I'm going to need as much wood as I can, and stone is not something I am using quite a lot of right now. So therefore, I will use that for their beds. I don't find any difference in the happiness of them. In all my other games, I have made stone beds for them, and they've been quite fine with that. So I am going to get some more grain out of this before fall. I should maybe get another one, I hope. How's our cotton doing? Not that great, but that's okay. We got another crop coming here with a bit more. We do have some spare cloth, and I'm not going to really need too much for them, I don't believe. See, you don't need to worry about full outfits completely off the hop. I wouldn't strive for that. As long as their tolerance is okay, so, I'll put jackets on them. It will change their cold tolerance. And I'm not going to really want them outside a lot in the winter, so it's not going to really matter for me. And like I've said before, I have literally had them out when I started this game, and the crafting was such a pain in the ass and took so long. I had them running around doing stuff out in the snow with bras and underwear, which was absolutely outrageous. But they seemed to survive it. They went through their first winter, and I breathed a sigh of relief, right? So let's see what we got going on. How's our amounts of things? So we're still doing good. We got some more meat. That's handy. And we're getting some more meat butchered up right now. And again, if you do like the flow of what I'm doing here, how I'm not micromanaging my people, and they all just seem to be doing whatever they're doing, please check out my activities and scheduling. It is extremely important for a better flow with your people. I mean, it helped me to learn that. And, I have seen a lot of people struggling with the activities, wondering why their people are needing to be told where to go. I mean, you're watching my game unfold. This is hard. I'm not really sweating it. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. The thing is that they will go to where they're supposed to go and then go back to other things. Seems like we got a sad wanderer. I really was hoping that Emmeline could have helped Krista to get her back and going, but, oh, and look at that. Perfect. That is a great job. Okay, so our house looks like it is almost done. It's looking pretty good. So again, yeah, post some comments. Let me know how you think this is doing, and let me know if, there's something I should have done differently. Or any other advice. I'm up for it. I mean, you're watching what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to run this through and see how we do. So yeah, if anybody thinks that this is all right and this is working, by all means, post some comments. And we got another day gone, so I'll probably get, I don't know how long I want to make this. These are a real pain to upload the longer they are, especially in 1080 at 60 frames. I would dread having to record this on 4K and then upload that. So, plus I don't know how long you would want me to do each of these episodes, so I'll generally try to keep them under 30 minutes. I quite enjoying making them. I hope you're enjoying watching them and seeing what I'm doing. So I will be cutting this off soon. Just hoping to get that house done first. I'm really wanting to get that done before I quit. And Quinn should be good. He just had a little bit of a meltdown. So, yeah, so he's alright. I am going to workhorse him right to the end of this house, only because I just want it up and running as soon as possible. And I think we're doing all right. We're day 23. Everybody's doing what they're doing. I'm cropping in stuff, and shelves are filling up, and we're looking pretty good here. Let's see our food. We got lots of grain. We got some meats. We got vegetables. I could go get some more butter melons to take the load off my my glitter cap, so maybe we'll do that. Let's harvest these, because we're going to get cooler soon, and maybe our food will last a little more. See, the trick is not to harvest too much at the beginning, because you will burn them out, but they seem to stay quite fine, and they don't rot while they're still in the ground. So that's another handy tip right there. And look at that. Really do like this nice house. So what we're going to do is we are going to put some furniture in here. So let's get some beds. So we got some fabrics. So I'm going to copy this. We're going to get ourselves 4 nice little warm beds in here for our survivors. We are going to put a fireplace in. So we'll just get that in and make it look all right. And we are going to get Emmeline in here, and we're going to transfer her food into this building. So let's get a shelf up. And what I'm going to want in here for now is just my dry goods. I can expand this again. So I don't know if I'm going to want that. Yeah, I'm going to want that there. Okay, so on this, I am going to alter what foods that I want, because it's going to be winter soon, and I'm going to make a shelf outside for those. So I'm going to deselect everything. I am going to pick my glitter caps, my oils and fats, and I'm going to leave all the other things outside. I might move my medicines inside for now. What other items do we have? Just unfinished. Yeah, so that should be fine for me right now. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I do want to change that. What I'm going to want to do is put my gasolines on the stockpiles. They can start filling up shelves pretty quickly, so that and my silicone I want to go down here. You don't have to. I mean, you can by all means put them on your shelves. I just like to keep them because I don't really think of them as. I mean, the silicone is a crafting material, but I don't believe that the gasoline is. So, okay. Well, this is looking good. We will pause this game here. And I do hope you enjoyed it. Please, again, like and subscribe if you like these videos. I love to make more of them. Hoping people can learn something from this, or maybe even help me figure out some things that I might be missing. So yeah, leave some comments, and yeah, look forward to making more of them. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next video.